WIFO-FM Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for our local musician spotlight. Local musician spotlight. This morning we got the phone working correctly. We couldn't last week, we do this week. And on the phone with me right now is the band from Nahunta, Georgia, Blossomin Bone. And I'm talking with Bobby and his wife, Rennie. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are y'all doing there in Nahunta?
Oh, well, pretty good. You know, got that little cold snap going now. So.
Okay. Now, we've started this promotion called Local Musician Spotlight, where people can go to our Facebook page on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and we have 3 different artists up there, artists and or bands, and people can vote, and the top vote getter will be on our Spotlight show here on Friday mornings at this time, and you were the top vote getter this past week, so I'm glad to hear that. And tell us,
for having us.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about the band there, Blossomin Bone, the type of music you play, the people in the band, the instruments, and all that, because it's quite of a it's quite a variety. Tell us about it.
You wanna do the deed, or you want me to? Sorry, we're sort of in 2 different places, y'all. Rennie's on her way to work, and I'm just getting ready for work here at home now.
Okay, Bobby, just go ahead and tell us a little about your band like you were before we went on the air. Who's in it and what instruments?
Sure. So I play banjo, and from time to time a harmonica or a kazoo. Actually made in Beaufort, South Carolina. I sit on an old stomp box and play a kick drum and a foot tambourine. My wife plays guitar, and we write the songs together. We both sing. And then we got our best friend, Holly, who plays an upright bass. And our good friend Amanda, who plays washboard, and from time to time our best friend Drew, also known as Skeeter, he plays just a lot of instruments: harmonica, fiddle, accordion. From time to time you'll catch him with the didgeridoo on the right night. He's a funny fella.
Okay. Now, have y'all played here in Jessup?
Yes, sir. We're actually scheduled to be playing Jessup Porch Fest on May the 4th. And we're also playing, we played Union Station quite a bit. It's a new brewing company downtown, I believe on Broad. It's right near the railroad track, which we're a big fan of. We like freight trains. It's just sort of an old nerd pastime. We're actually playing there on June 22nd as well. The Wheat family's been real kind to us.
Now, how did y'all come up with the name Blossomin Bone?
I'm gonna pass that one to my wife if she's available. I tend to make it sound a little funny.
Well, we want it funny. We're in the entertainment business here. Rennie, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. She may have had to drop for work. I don't see her on the line anymore.
Oh my goodness, y'all! I'm so sorry.
Did you fall asleep on us, Rennie?
I had you on mute. Oh my goodness, it's just too early, you know. My face hit the mute button. But to kind of give you a little insight into how we got the name, I'm a bit of a nerd. I actually am a naturalist on Jekyll Island, so I'm very much into the nature stuff. And we knew we wanted to have something along the lines of life comes from death, and we were being a little too deep about it, honestly. And there was one day that we went out and we went to this barbecue place, and we were sitting there looking at a plate full of rib bones, and we were like, that's it, man, Blossomin Bone. And we had no idea when we picked this name that it was that, one, we were going to be, going as far as we have. We probably would have put a little more thought into it had we known, but it's memorable is what people tell us. So.
Well, the Beatles named their band after a little bug, so you don't feel too bad. And because they liked, they liked the crickets, and so they just kind of named it after that. But you need a unique name, and so Blossomin Bone is a very unique name, and I think y'all did a good job in picking that.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Okay, Bobby and Rennie on the phone with us this morning from the band Blossomin Bone. They were the top vote getter this week in our local musician spotlight and on our Facebook page here at WIFO, Big Dog Country Radio. And next week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you can go there and vote for the next 3 that'll be on there. And then we'll interview them next Friday morning. Anything else that you'd like for folks to know about Blossomin Bone? When's the next time?
I will say today's a really great day for us. Our best friend Rambler Kane, who we're going on tour with next week, just dropped his 2 new songs for his live album coming out. We got all of our music on most streaming platforms like Spotify and such, and so does Rambler Kane. He's been an awesome pal of ours throughout the past 3 years of writing songs, and his new single is really awesome. I know that we wouldn't be here without so many people coming out of the woodwork this past week and putting in their votes for us on this poll. So thank y'all so much to our friends, family, and the folks who've been supportive of us throughout the process. You know, me and my wife met on St. Simon's Island Pier going on 4 years ago this November. And when we first set up with our guitar and banjo and tip case, or, tip jar there on St. Simon's Island Pier, we never thought we'd be recording albums or, packing out venues. And it's been a real eye-opener for how supportive our community is across the Southeast, all the way from, Charleston, South Carolina, down towards Port St. Lucie, Florida. Everybody along the eastern seaboard has been real welcoming, real kind, and also real talented. There's a lot of awesome songwriters out there. So many people we've met, so I do appreciate that.
And what did you say with the next time?
If anything else, I think the song we sit in was actually written about a hobo that died down in Woodbine, Georgia. It's off our most recent single that we put out last Friday called 2 Flowers, that we actually got a record label to pick up and print to a lace-cut vinyl record. So if you're into those kind of novelty things, we're actually about to do a reorder of those. We're announcing that later tonight. We are about the first people to really find out about the reorder there. And I think that's it for me. Aaron, do you have anything to say?
I think you pretty much covered it. We're just really grateful to have this opportunity overall. We really appreciate y'all.
All right, Bobby and Rennie from Blossomin Bone Band from Nahunta, Georgia, with a whole bunch of other folks that come in and out of the band, usually a 4 or 5 piece band. When will be the next time that y'all be in Jessup?
That's going to be Jessup Porch Fest on May the 4th, and the night before that, we're going to be with Uncle Dave's and the Pine Box Dwellers at Swamp Town Get Down in Waycross, Georgia.
Okay, Swamp Town.
So we got a 2-night doubleheader there that weekend, May the 3rd and May the 4th. We're excited to do Jessup Porch Fest. So we had a real good time last year in Sanford Porch Fest.
Okay. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. Now, you said the name of the song that we're fixing to play that y'all just dropped is called 2 Flowers. Is that correct?
No, sir. So that's the single. That's the vinyl or the lace cut record that we cut through Owl Creek Tapes. This song is called Campbell Knows.
Campbell Knows. Now, what's the history behind this song, Campbell Knows?
Okay, so we do a lot of open mics just to make sure that we could get a solid vibe for other songwriters in our area too. It's really weird being street performers, getting on stage and just doing our thing. So we'd way rather hear other people do their thing. And there's a local songwriter in the Southeast Georgia circuit named Coleman. He's a nice young man that wears a cowboy hat every time he's on stage. Very very subtle songwriter, very soft spoken gentleman. And he told a story of a hobo that died off of the side of a boxcar down in Woodbine, Georgia, back in the early 1900s one night, and played us a song that he wrote about hobo. And I said, that's a pretty cool story. You know, I used to ride trains and stuff in my day, so let me look up this old fella in the 1900s. And after reading some research and stuff, and most people don't know about, train riding culture now, it really has a chance to ruin most people that I know's lives that are still out there riding hard and trying to live the dream of just, riding the rails and writing the songs to tell the tale. So I wrote a song based off what I learned of this fella Campbell Johnston that died, and I think it was I want to say 1912 maybe in Woodbine, Georgia, as well as just different things that I learned from other freight riders across the U.S.
Okay, so this features y'all's band, Blossomin Bone, and the name of the selection is called Campbell Knows. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play the song and let it go ahead and play through, and then I don't. Y'all don't have to stay on the phone. I'll just wrap it up afterwards. And it was great talking to y'all this morning, Bobby and Rennie, two of the band members of Blossomin Bone from Nahunta. You'll get to see them at Porch Fest here in Jessup at the first part of May, the first Saturday in May. Great talking with y'all this morning, and look forward to seeing you perform here in town on several occasions. Okay.
Awesome.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you for tuning in to WIFO, Big Dog Country's local musician spotlight. Have a great day, y'all.
All right, take care. All right, here is the band, Blossomin Bone, with their selection. You heard the history about the song, Campbell Knows.
Way down in old Woodbine, Georgia, she laid 'em in his grave. Miserably tried and tired, both these corporate bombs ain't the same. Campbell knows little too well. Campbell knows little too well. Beneath that bridge in the muddy low, her dress ran along the dock. A peaceful howl for a poor man's soul. She cries across the whole damn marsh. Campbell knows little too well. Campbell knows little too well. Sell me a tale of the ticket you buys if you always paid her fair. While you sing her song, won't you tell 'em all your death is her breath of fresh air? Tell 'em no, little too well. Tell 'em no, little too well. Tell 'em no, little too well. Tell 'em no, little too well.
Okay, Blossomin Bone with Campbell Knows. I was just sitting there listening to that song, and I was thinking, that would be a great song sitting around the campfire down by the river or the lake or something like that, and having your buddies around and listening to that song, and everybody's singing it and just having a good old time. The local musician spotlight on Friday mornings right here on 105.5 FM, Big Dog Country, WIFO. Make sure you go to our Facebook page on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, and we'll have 3 artists there on for you to vote on, and the artist/band that gets the most votes will be on next Friday's local musician spotlight right here on WIFO-FM, Jessup 105.5 FM.